The man's finally pulled up.
I've arrived.
The man arrived. So we got just up into it one time, bro. King Lunacy, how are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing well. Can't complain, brother. And yourself?
No complaints, man. No complaints. It's load shedding now, man.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing we can complain about. But we don't like to complain about stuff. What is something on your bucket list, bro?
Yeah. Well, this year or like all time?
Nah, just in general.
Well, now is to beg the youngster future. I feel like I need to just let people know, man. I need to just beg the youngster future. Get my foot in the game and let it flow from there,
I feel you. If you could get $1 million now, what would you do with it?
Million. Well, depending on Blackie's future prices, we'll probably go to that. No, I won't lie to you.
I feel you. So King Lunacy, tell me a bit more about you, my bro. Where are you from? How did you get into music as well?
Well, I'm originally from more or less Reitewag. Yeah, Elsie side, yeah.
Okay.
So I moved over to Kelserover maybe 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And by the age of 14, I started making music. It wasn't really anything serious, I started with poetry. And after the poetry, my cousin, he is into rap. His role model is Eminem, so he needed a feature. And he was like, bro, you already write poetry.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use your voice?
Yeah.
And I hopped on his song and I just took it from there and I just made my own song. My first song is called Good Vibes. It's on SoundCloud right now. And I followed it up with another song called I'm Fine. I went through a couple of name changes as well. I wasn't always King Lunacy. It was first X in honor of X16
okay.
Because that was the time when he recently passed away.
Yeah.
Then it was YI Lunacy. It was Young, Broken, Infamous. But then I got some heat by a few gangsters. They were like, listen here, bro, you can't really use that because we also have some form of that day, And I was like, okay, what do I do now? What do I see myself as?
Yeah.
How do I present myself to people? So I was like, if you call yourself a king, that's the highest of the hierarchy, man. Like, you have to treat the king with respect, you see.
Facts.
And when I took the I out, I just replaced it with the X just to keep that honor. And the backstory of Lunacy is, the lunar phases of the moon, right? There's a crescent moon, there's a full moon, there's a half moon. It's the same thing with my music. Like, if you go through my catalog, you can't tell me that I'm a drill rapper or singer or R&B artist. I'm everything. See, it's just like the moon. You don't know what phase you're gonna get. You can make a prediction, but it's never gonna be the same. Might be the same twice in a row, 3 times in a row, but will never continue to be the same.
Facts.
Yeah, like that's basically a little bit about me.
I like that. In a nutshell.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So King Lunacy, who are some artists that you admire? Internationally first.
Internationally first, well, Drake first. That guy is my biggest influence, business-wise and music-wise. Like, you can't deny, like, that man is a genius.
Yeah.
Like, he's on the route to being like a business mogul as well as just being he already solidified himself as a GOAT. DDG is another honorable mention. Like, I started watching DDG in 2019, 2020, like when the lockdown started,
Yeah.
And something just caught my eye with DDG, man. Like, he was making YouTube, but he was also making music, but it was also good music, man. YouTubers, they don't really make good music.
Yeah.
They just put out music because they have the fan base. But I saw, like, this guy's actually, like, good, man. And, like, I just fell in love with his craft. And also him on the business side, like, he put his whole family on. And that is what I want to do. Like, I want to break that cycle, man, like, of poverty. Not poverty, but, like, living just on top of the line,
Yeah.
Like, I want to be
Just
able to
surviving.
be part of the 1%. That's why I rebranded myself as I make music for the 1%. Because 99% of these people are all listening to the same things.
Facts.
Saying the same stuff.
Facts.
All, like, everything is the music game is so saturated. Like, you someone know what you're gonna expect from somebody, man.
Yeah.
You don't get that surprise factor from an artist anymore.
Yeah.
So now I tend to bring that. And the only thing that's really missing from me is the exposure, you know. And this is now just the start, you know.
Yeah, this is just the start, man. Look, you were in school. You were in high school last year.
Yes,
still.
yes.
So now you kind of free out of school. Now you're gonna kind of be able to move out there, go to events and do stuff that you couldn't do before that. So King Lunacy, what can we expect from King Lunacy in 2024, bro?
Well,
What is your next move?
I'm gonna be much more present regarding shows.
Yeah.
I have to perform because I noticed. Fun fact, when I started, Jared Ricketts, I'm not sure if you're aware of Jared Ricketts. He's a singer, Cape Townian singer.
Sounds so familiar.
Yeah, he came to my school, man, and something just told me, if you get him alone one side, just talk to him, man. And I asked him, like, artist to artist, what can you give me advice on? He was just like, and I met Early B so the very next year. So they both gave me the exact same advice, and it's just be yourself. Don't try and be like everyone else. Because now you're just gonna be put in a box, you know, and that stood out for me because that was my whole brand basically, you know. And Jared said, nah, you know what? My album is dropping. That was when music was still around. He tells me, if you wanna open up for me, you can open up. And I was like, oh yes, I'll definitely take that opportunity. And so much people enjoyed that performance, even though I was like,
was your first performance?
Yes, I was very shaky. It wasn't actually my first. I was actually on a show with multiple artists. Dro was there as well. That's why Dro can recall, he can remember me because my performance stood out, you know, because people were like, who is this white, bruh? Not really white, you know, but like they look at the first glance, you're like, who is this white, bruh? Like, what is he gonna offer?
Facts.
And I perform my songs and I just see people's head bopping. And I perform good vibes to put people on a vibe, and then I performed I'm Fine so that people can see the two different sides and like what even somebody that looks happy can go through something, you know.
Facts.
A lot of people pulled me one side out of the show like, bro, you actually fine, because like I repeat I'm fine in the song, like I repeated multiple times, man. So like they asked me like, bro, you actually fine. And I was like, yeah, man, it's just expression of the art, you know. And yeah, like that's what you're gonna expect from me. More shows. I definitely wanna get in the studio with Lakshman as well. Lakshman. I actually had a little bit of an episode yesterday because I really thought I wasn't gonna make it to this interview, and I was like, maybe I should leave the music to the professionals, man. And that man sent me a whole voice note like, bro, I should go through this. I'm beating the game. There's times where I had troubles like where like I just don't smack to do this anymore, to the point where I'm really like gonna quit it, and I didn't because I have so much love. And that inspired me because like so many other people also, I don't know if you're aware of 021 Flavor, so shout out 021.
I were tuned into my show last week.
Yes. 021 Flavor, I actually have a song with him, Options remix. He also told me, look here, bro, don't stop, man. You have talent that can't be wasted. And when all that people came together to show me love, man, I was just like, nah, I can't stop this, man. People genuinely like my music. It's not for me, it's for them.
Facts.
So yeah, that's basically
King Lunacy. Where can we find your music?
YouTube for now, SoundCloud. I don't really post on SoundCloud, but you can get me on SoundCloud everywhere. It's just King Lunacy, you know.
And social media platforms?
King Lunacy all the way around. It should be King Lunacy now by the time, like maybe tomorrow, because I went through a couple of name changes while putting my government name on TikTok, you know, and so I just want to go back to that King Lunacy because it's unique. Nobody else has that, so I can't let anyone else take it from me, you know.
Thanks. Thank you guys for being tuned into the leading internet radio station, man. We are expecting load shedding now at the hours of 10 o'clock. So unfortunately, I have to sign out, man. But thank you guys for being present. Thank you guys for being here. King Lunacy, we are not done yet. We're gonna speak now, quick.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for being tuned in, man.
You are listening to Radio Easter.